Good morning. It's Monday, January 23rd, 2023. My name is Terry Morgan. We are here to practice practice Bagua. I said Xingyi, I started to say Xingyi, I meant Bagua, I really did. I have a couple of, part of the reason I said that is because I have a couple of things that I'm thinking about and that we're going to cover this morning. One of them is the idea of change. Change is happening. What are we doing with change? And the other part is overcoming obstacles. How do we overcome whatever is getting in the way of what we're doing, or what we're trying to do, or in a case of an opponent, right? How do we overcome whatever that is? Let's get started. Now, for me, my basic stretch, feet about shoulder width apart, bend the knees, wiggle the toes, wiggle the fingers, shoulders down, pull up through the center, pull up through the crown of the head, hand circle the front, back around to both sides, up along the center line. Keep the shoulders down as you stretch up. You don't want to feel the stretch. Bring your shoulders up. You want to feel it, bring your hips up. Relax through the back as you roll up. One more time. And hands return to your sides. Leg stretch. Right leg front, left leg back. Don't go past the knee. Okay, so don't go past the knee here. Keep this knee bent just a little bit over the toes. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Sing. Come on up. Other side. Set. Ready? And 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Sing. And come on up. Alright. Warming up is so very important. I cannot begin to stress that enough. It's not really cold, but I get chilly, so I have a sweater on. And that warm up, the little bit we just did, for me is enough that as I get started, I can continue warming up, that there's no immediate shock to my body as part of that warm-up, right? It's individual. What do you need to get ready to practice? What do you need to do? How much time do you need to spend on it, right? So I spend about, I'm going to say 30 minutes, a little bit more sometimes, getting ready for this class. Part of my getting ready is clearing my head and paying attention to what I expect to teach, right? Let me think about what I'm doing this morning. Let's figure it out that day. I'm going to do this, 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 and this. Sometimes I do that. Sometimes hey, this is what I'm talking about this morning. And that enables me to cover the material that I expect to cover. Sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's not. Okay? Once I come in here and start teaching, getting my body ready if it's not, to do what we're doing, whatever it is essential. I've tried to do things without preparation, and it did not end well. I have injured myself more than once doing something that my body was not ready for. I thought it was, it wasn't, right? That understanding of what we've got and what we're doing is so very important. I cannot stress it enough. All right, so we have obstacles and changes. Changes are going to happen. They're always going to happen. In Bagua, we look at the 8 palm changes, right? As we change, right, through all 8, both sides, we also pay attention to the pattern. In my study, the pattern is the earlier heaven pattern that has the 8 trigrams, the straight lines. There's 3 lines, and there's 3 broken lines, and then there's combinations of straight lines and broken lines. Those trigrams, there's 1, 2, 3 lines, each one, have position and placement on that circle, and they have a correspondence to the 8 palm changes, right? So position 1 in the south, direction matters, is chin, heaven, 3 straight lines, no breaks, just 3 lines. Over here, this way, in the north, facing south, is kun, 3 broken lines, earth. 1, back here 2. East. Alright, so as we are walking the circle, we have combinations with each of those positions. So I start here, position 1, palm change 1, come back around to position 2, right here, palm change 2, I come all the way around to position 3, palm change 3, turn around again. Right as I'm moving, all of those changes connect with each other on the circle. Yes, it sounds easier than it is. Those patterns and walking the circle. Where is my foot supposed to be? Where do I need to stop? Where is this change? How did I, wait, no, wait, what is this circle thing she's talking about? Alright, so I have some other videos out there with all of this in there, so I'm not going to go deep dive. This is covering fundamentals, alright? So one of the fundamentals for paying attention to Bagua is this idea that we're walking a circle, there's a pattern on the circle, and we have to pay attention to it because there are correspondences as well as palm changes. And those correspondences, particularly the 8 directions, are foundation for Tai Chi as well. Tai Chi has the 8 directions and the 5 elements that make up the 13 postures of Tai Chi. Alright, so the 8 directions, 5 elements, entering, leaving, look left, look right, and center. Where am I going? What am I doing? In which direction am I going? Everything has the element of centering, and I talk about that a lot. I stress that quite a bit. footwork, body position. What are we doing with the waist? What are we doing with the combination of position, footwork, movement, and application, right? That combination of how we move, where we move, what we're doing within the move, and how it might be used. And again, I'm going to stress, I do not teach this one movement must be this one thing. This one must be this one thing. This one must be, no. I don't. No. This one can do all of these things. Depends. And this one can do all of these things. It depends. Side, twist. I can do multiple things with twist. I took my choice of body parts, pretty much, right? I can use it as a dynamic for the whole body, right? That application, side, twist, isn't confined to one particular movement, one particular thing. It is a particular way of moving, and we can use it to do all sorts of things. Ignoring that it exists, that there is this opportunity for application, means that we're not paying attention to the weight, we're not paying attention to the timing, we're not paying attention to pretty much anything that we should be paying attention to. What are we paying attention to? I don't know. Okay. All right. First palm change in Bagua. I'm going to start with this, and then I'm going to back up and talk about the footwork, and I'm going to talk about the palm changes. Turn. Walk circle. Palm change 1. Walk circle. Palm change 1. Relax. All right. That first palm change. What did I do? What did I do? Maybe. Yeah, it was there. Yeah. Right? I'm going to show this for a second. As I turn here, and this is my point, here, this has to set, and this has an application. Pull down. Move something out of the way and or grab it and bring it out of the way. Your option. No. Don't do that. Don't do that. No. Yes. 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 No. All right. I need to understand, this is for me, I need to understand what that movement is for. Now, you show me what it's for, right? Then, all right. Palm change 3. I know what this is for. I know why this is here. It's not there by accident. I know what it's, if it's clear that the movement is well placed, well timed, centered, and has that opportunity for an application behind it, good. Otherwise, again, I talk about this from time to time. Otherwise, I'm not sure what you're doing. All right, leg work. Palms, just a second. What we just did on the circle, we have 2 steps, right? As I turn, start here, foot turns out, come around. This turn is here in the hip, it's not the foot. The foot does turn, yeah, but it's turning because of the turn in the hip, not because the foot's turning. Okay? So whatever flexibility you have in the hip, right here, that's where your leg goes. You want 70-ish degrees. So from here, I don't want to go all the way back to 90. I want to hit about 70. So that when I bring this around, I've got a good stance. This basic step and open, right? When this foot opens, it opens along the circle so that as I start walking, my outside foot comes around to continue the circle. Now, there's a stepping method that goes with that as well. First one, here, open left, close right. This method, one of the exercises that I used to practice, I'm going to introduce it right now, is kind of a sidewalk. Okay, so we're walking sideways. Right foot, I'm going to go this way, so right foot open, left foot close, left foot open, right foot close, right foot open, left, right, left, right. Back the other way, left, right, left, right, turn on the heel. All right. The other thing that we need to do in Bagua that is very important, I'm going to talk about the other stepping method in just a second. We're going to do this one more time. Pay attention to what you're looking at. Okay? If you're drifting, you will get dizzy. You will. You will. Turns require that we spot. We have to pay attention to what we're doing, where we're going. So as I'm turning here, I'm going to bring my head around a little bit faster than my body so that I don't get dizzy. This is a dance technique. It's highly valuable. All right, one more time. Pay attention to what we're looking at. Feet together. We're not doing anything with hands, just you put them there. All right, and open right, close left. Left, right. Left, right. Excuse me. Right, left, right. Right, left, right, left. Left, right. Right, left, left, right. All right, that sequence. If you're listening, I got the footwork right, but I called the step wrong. Oops, sorry. I can do it again. We're not going to, not right now. I'll do it tomorrow. All right, sliding step. Feet are together. One foot slides, the other one follows. 1, 2, 3, 4. The foot has to just glide above whatever surface you're on, so it should brush the surface. If you're wearing sneakers on carpet, you've got to control for the fact that if you put your foot down, your foot will not slide. It won't. If you're on dirt, yes, your foot will slide. I do not encourage you to practice on something that, on a surface that is going to cause you to slide more. Okay, so stocking feet on a hardwood floor, probably not a good thing to do. Okay, you want some level of resistance so that you can stop, right? When you put your foot down, you need to be able to grab and hold so that your foot doesn't, I'm trying to pull my foot back, I'm holding it, all right? Don't move, stay there, right? This plants, and then we do something else. Or this plants, right? Pull in and turn. If that foot is not well placed, right here, when I turn, I won't be able to stop. I won't. And if I'm off balance, if I'm not centered, I'll fall over. I will. That's what happens, all right? So, as we slide forward, foot slides forward, set, pull through the leg, back of the leg, pull this up, hold here, and bring the other foot forward. Flex through the foot, through the back of the foot, so that the foot stays flat. All right, so from here, don't do this. From here, slide through. Okay? That's what we want. Perfect, nah, not all the time, but that's the step. We want to pay attention to that slide as we're walking the circle. And one of the things that we're doing in the circle that we don't do if we're going straight forward is hook step. The outside foot hooks. Okay? Inside foot slides straight, outside foot hook. Right? And no, it's not all the way around here. Because I'm going that way. No. I'm on a circle. So, just a bit. Straight. Hook. Right? That little bit of an arc to the outside of the foot. Inside foot straight. Outside foot has that hook. And that gives us the circle. Seriously. Let me go this way. Inside foot straight. Outside foot hooks. Inside foot straight. Outside foot hooks. Straight. Hook. Straight. I can't help but walk a circle if I pay attention to that footwork. Both feet have that slide. It's, where does this end up? Does it keep going straight, or do I turn it just a little bit? And again, the same as the opening, the turn is here in the hip, it's not at the foot. So you're not thinking about turning your ankle, you're thinking about turning your leg. The whole leg goes all the way up to here. Yeah, leg up here. No, not here, up here. All right. Hand positions. This is pretty much it for the beginning series. Palm change 1, 2, 3, 4. We change or 5, 6, and 7. Back here to 8. Alright? So we have a couple of variations. Bagua Zhang. Zhang is palm. Tai Chi Chuan, fist. Xingyi Chuan, fist. Bagua Zhang, palm. That distinction, I hear it. I speak Chinese, so I can hear it. 我很会分开什么是掌，什么是传，就是没有问题，真的没有问题。This is it's not a problem for me to separate what is a fist from what is a palm. It's not a problem. Alright, so that sense of what are we even talking about was something I had to learn it. At one point I had to learn it. I thought it was Bagua Tron. It's boxing, right? It's a martial art, so it's got to be a Tron. It's got to be a fist. No, it's not. Palm. Huh? Oh, I can do other things with my palm, right? There's quite a few things I can do with that. And as we pay attention to the kinds of things that Bagua does, right? We start paying attention to the kinds of things that the turns and body placement teach us about movement in general and about our position on a circle. It also gives us points of reference for outside and inside, both of which are very important for applications. Where's my opponent? What opportunities do I have to go to the outside? What opportunities do I have for the inside? What might I do? And by the way, I can change this outside to inside in one step. This is the inside. I mean, inside, right? Right foot, right hand. I'm going to the inside. Right? This is inside. That's outside. I'm keep going. Over there's outside. Outside. Hey, here we go. Outside just became inside. Right? So, walk circle, change. I just put that in the center. What was to the outside is now to the inside. All I did was change. I was talking about change at the beginning. Go this way, go that way, which, right? The 8 palm changes. How we change from one to another. That stepping method gives us the change, right? I'm here. What do I need to, if I want to keep going this way, what do I do? Here, right? This foot goes straight. I'm going to go this way. Step back here. Alright, I'm here. I'm going to go this way. This foot goes straight. This foot hooks. I'm here. I'm here. Step away. Hang on a sec. Here. Go this way. Right? Hook. Straight. Hook. Change. Right? So as I step through here, this foot hooks. This foot's going to hook too, as I turn. Yeah, there's a sweep and a couple other things going on there too. That, I'm here, now I'm here. Which way am I going? Center's here, inside, inside. That coordination and centering through the whole body so that as we turn, as we're moving, we don't fall over. It's extremely easy to fall over. Okay? As we walk to circle, this happens. It does. It will happen. You go round and round. That, excuse me, it's basic physics. You're going to get pulled into the center. We resist that in two ways. One, keeping the body straight, and second, the twist through the body. Okay? So here's the hips, turn, foot goes here, twist this, center. It's not so twist, it's natural. It should feel natural. It shouldn't feel overdone. Turn a little bit, turn a little bit, turn a little bit. Here you go. Center line. Center. Right? Here's my center. Knowing where that line is and being able to work around that center, both the center of the circle as well as that internal center, makes all the difference for being able to turn, for being able to walk the circle, being able to turn, and being able to spin. Okay? So if we're not well placed, if we're not paying attention to where the body should be as we start something, right? How are we going to know where to end up? It's palm chain tape. Alright, so I'm going that way. No, I'm going that way. I'm going that way first, then I'm going that way. Yeah. That sense of, again, where am I? What am I doing? Is there an application? Yes, there is. Very much. In some places, it's kind of obvious, right? The spin, the turns, being placed and centered, having some capacity for the footwork, right? If we don't know where the foot's going, how do we know how to get there? If we don't know what the footwork is supposed to do, how do we get there? Right? The methods, stepping methods, hand methods, movement methods, the principles behind the form, the direction, placement on the patterns, all of these things come together with the breathing and the chi and the internal energy in the forms. The forms themselves, just practicing the form, paying attention to what you're doing, what you should be doing, and what you should be doing isn't necessarily what Terry said or what this person said or what that person said. What you should be doing is listening to what your body is telling you, paying attention to the underlying principles that are the foundation of the form. What does Bagua do? Bagua is a circle on a circle. Fundamentally what Bagua does, it's a circle on a circle. We're turning, we're changing. Each time we come around, there's another change and another change and another change. And we can make those changes more dynamic, more elegant, but the foundation needs to stay there. It needs to be there. Body placement, footwork, timing, position, so that as we're moving, there's clarity to the movement, and that it's possible to see the underlying application, or the potential for, I should say, the potential for the underlying application. It's not just flighty, fluffy, we're doing something. It's grounded and it's well placed. Developing that skill and being able to do it at speed. Not the same, right? That at speed part, developing the skill is one thing. Being able to do it at speed is another, right? Moving quickly. Bagua does not move slowly. We do sort of, but no. Bagua is not intended to move slowly. Tai Chi is intended to move slowly. Bagua isn't. Bagua moves quickly. Okay? We want to cultivate that. We want to develop the skill that goes with being able to move quickly and spin. We do. Whether we can turn one direction to another quickly, whether we do a full 180 and go back in another direction, go back in the same direction, isn't as important as being able to turn. Okay? Do I know which way to go? Have I decided I'm going here, I'm going here? Where am I going? Right? That turning. I can go to the grocery store and I'm going to know, I'm going to turn over here. What do I know? What did I do? What did I just do with my foot? Hook. You ever see somebody plays basketball? Plant the foot. Hook. Understanding how we move in a circle, how the pattern works, is something that I'm going to cover a little bit more tomorrow. I'm going to stop for today. This review of foundations, so today, tomorrow, Tuesday, and Wednesday for Bagua. I will cover a little bit more of the palm changes and some of what we're doing in those palm changes as part of this review. Again, this is intended as a review, not as let's get started and we're going to start with this one and we're going to go here. I've done that. I have. It's out there. This review for this week and next week, I'm thinking probably Wudang's 3 basic methods. Review again, something that I've done previously, and I am getting some. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. There are. I mentioned at the very beginning that overcoming obstacles. I didn't talk about that. I'm not going to belabor that point right now. Only that it is something that we have to pay attention to, particularly as we're trying to initiate change. What is the obstacle to change? Is there a drag that is preventing the change? Is there an impediment that's not allowing the change to happen? Is there inertia that there's just not enough movement for the change to happen. What, how can those be overcome? Practice. I'll try and talk about that a little bit more tomorrow. I appreciate you being here today. Thank you so much.